All right, y'all. I gotta be honest with you guys. I really hate Sasuke. Like I was gonna say kinda, like I kinda hate Sasuke. Maybe that's why I'm gonna make the video. But no, I really don't like this guy because I'm rewatching Naruto. Like Naruto and Sasuke, they were not friends. Sasuke is the worst friend you could ever have, to be honest with you. And if I was Naruto, I would have slimed this nigga out. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. You guys want to know what I also really hate? I hate when people watch my videos and don't like, dislike, comment, or anything. Like the goddamn video. You should probably do that. Oh, make sure you hit that bell notification too. Here's the thing, like Sasuke isn't a bad character. I actually think he's like written pretty good. I just don't really like, I feel like when it comes to where Kishimoto took the character, he's very extreme when it comes to his actions. He's very extreme when it comes to the decisions that he makes, to be honest with you. Like, they all make sense. It's just like, let's say that my mother gets cancer, right? My mother gets cancer. I try to tie it down to the things that she was eating. She eats a lot of pork. Let's say she's like a pork chop every day, or like some bacon or whatever. Now I hate all pork products. Now I'm gonna blow up every meat factory that houses hogs and stuff like that. Every farm that has pigs, I'm just gonna blow it the fuck up. You see how crazy that sounds? You see how extreme that sounds? That's kind of what was happening with Sasuke. Now the first major fight between him and Naruto, like, it was built up to be honest, it was built up very nicely in the first part of Naruto. Just the two of them clashing on top of the statues of Madara and Hashirama. Definitely one of the greatest moments in, I want to say shonen history, but definitely anime history, to be honest with you. It was like an event when Naruto and Sasuke finally fought. And even then, like, looking back on it, there's no way Naruto should have won that realistically, but it was just so hype because we're following Naruto throughout the whole series, and we're waiting for him to catch up to Sasuke. We want to catch up to Sasuke, and we want him to basically close that gap. But and when we get to this fight, we're like, okay, now is his chance to actually like prove himself. Now is his chance to actually show him how strong he is. Because like when we look at like the Gaara fight, man, that was really good if you're a Naruto fan, for sure. It's like towards that fight, we got Sasuke realizing that maybe he's not the main character, you know, so he starts getting really salty. I feel like Kishimoto, when it came to giving Sasuke attention, was very good. Like the Itachi reveal, the whole Uchiha Massacre backstory, like how they kept, every time we went back to that flashback, Kishimoto showed just a little bit more each and every time. Like Sasuke throwing himself in front of Haku's attack to protect Naruto early in the series during the what do you call it, the land of hidden waves. Is that what we said? Yeah, the land of waves arc. Okay, we got it. Man, this arc was so good, y'all. This arc was so good. Yeah, they're like, these are genuinely great parts to his character, but for every moment where Sasuke works, there are 3 moments where he absolutely makes no sense, where I'm just like, I'm looking at the decisions that he's making. I'm like, okay, do we really have to do that? Do we really have to go that far, dude? Like, and I think a lot of it comes down to one thing. Kishimoto was writing a weekly manga, right? And he knew Sasuke was popular, and he was under an insane amount of pressure, and I feel like the character of Sasuke kind of paid the price for it. So when it came to that, he needed Sasuke to be cool. He needed Sasuke to draw attention to the series, and how else was he going to do that? He needed to make him an aura farmer. So he lives entirely off of drip, vibes, and aura. Like the hair, the outfit, the Sharingan, the brooding, everything about this character is presented. Everything about this character is designed to make you think he's deep before he's actually said or done anything deep. And honestly, the fans fell for it completely. Like, this was made for teenage boys. This is made for like kids, people who are like from ages like 14 to 17. So people are more likely going to relate to Sasuke more than Naruto. Like, they see, like, he's seeing how corrupt the system is. He's seeing how fucked up it is. And he's pretty much like, okay, I want to bring this motherfucker down. He's a very rebellious teenager. And honestly, that's kind of how it was. Once I got to about like 16, 17, I realized how fucking fucked up everything is. I started to feel like Sasuke, where I'm like, man, if I had the power to end all of this, or like end certain parts of this, like, I definitely would, for sure. I don't know if I'll become a full-blown terrorist, but how Sasuke became the most hated shonen character. Yeah, cause bro, I swear to God, like, at some point people actually hated this guy. Like, am I crazy? Like, okay, I want to ask for anyone watching this video, if you guys remember when Naruto was actually running. Like, there was a lot of Sasuke fans, but there was a lot of Sasuke haters, including myself. Sasuke did not have so much character development after Itachi's death. He just had Kishimoto throwing him whichever way would make it easier for Kishi to write his story. Sasuke is just a blank slate that changes within a blink of an eye. Sasuke's character suffered a regression when he was not supposed to. Kishi kept changing the story so much that no real progress was made down those paths. I don't think I fully agree with that. I don't know if he's like, because Sasuke was established from the jump. Like, we knew his motivations, we knew everything from the jump. But the thing was, and I'm gonna get to this part in a second. Yeah, once we got to like Itachi, and once Itachi was gone, yeah, of course his motivations and stuff is going to change, because his initial goal is gone. His initial goal has to change now that Itachi is dead. Now that he knows the context behind Itachi doing what he did to the Uchiha clan. Right after he sorts out all this nonsense out with his resurrected brother and learns the true reason behind Itachi's actions, his motives were still irrational and overly emotional. His final authoritarian goal to stop war through fear is dumb. Yeah, I think so too. He wanted to kill all leaders and put himself up as a common enemy people would hate together. Who else can see where this plan might go wrong? Like him dying. Yeah, it was kind of weird, right? Like, it's like, okay, I'm gonna have everybody. It's, I don't know. This is why I said Kishimoto kind of pushed Sasuke to the absolute extreme when it came to his character, when it came to his motivations. Same thing with Naruto, honestly. Like, and it kind of makes for an easy to understand story, but at the same time, it's like, damn. You know, I feel like the complexity of this character is kind of gone. Yeah, he had friends, then he tried to kill said friends. So Sasuke is someone like, I'm going to kill Itachi because he killed my clan, but he doesn't know the context behind it. But he still act like he does know the context. That's why it's quite obvious why people would despise him. I despise him because he was just an asshole. I'm not gonna lie to you. It had nothing to do, to be honest, when it came to Sasuke's character, you know, I never thought he was written like badly to the point where I'm like, okay, this writing is like absolute dog shit, right? Because I've seen dog shit characters. I've seen characters that are written like complete ass. Like, anyone who's ever watched Game of Thrones would know this, right? Anyone who's ever watched The Walking Dead, we've seen bad characters before. Character inconsistency. After Itachi shows how weak Sasuke is, we begin to see how irrational Sasuke is in his desperation to get the strength he needs to kill him. Well, we also have to factor in he's a teenage kid. You know, and I feel like there probably wasn't enough time spent like kind of showing that these are kids and they're gonna act like kids, right? And of course, like, we gotta show that these guys are ninjas, like superpowered ninjas and stuff like that. But I feel like there wasn't enough time and attention spent on the fact that these guys are child soldiers, dude. We see it with the flashbacks when it comes to Kakashi and Itachi, and we see the dark stuff that comes with that, and that's why I like the anime so much, because we kind of get the opportunity to see other aspects of the Naruto world with the filler. We have chances to see, you know, some world building there, and that's kind of like the weakest part of Naruto, is like, it's the world building. Although there are good examples of Sasuke doing something incredibly stupid from being overly emotional, he doesn't go fully crazy till he decides to support Madara's war, even after learning of Itachi's motive for killing the Uchiha and what he sacrificed to prevent such a thing. And when it came to Sasuke and his motivations, yeah, it kept changing throughout the series. I don't know, it felt like at some point Kishimoto didn't know exactly what to do with him, because at first when we get to Shippuden, he's like a kind of like an anti-hero type of dude. Like, he's with the Akatsuki, but he's like, I remember at one point he said like he didn't want to kill anybody, right? The only person he wants to kill is Itachi. So he's doing bad things, but he's like, he has a line that he draws, right? And then we constantly see him getting darker and darker throughout the series, and at some point, I don't know if Kishimoto intended for Sasuke to be the main villain, but I don't know. Like, I wish I had him in the room right now so I can ask. A big point I made in my previous video with Sasuke and Naruto just not being friends at all is that we have no clue what this guy is thinking half the time, right? We know his goals, but that's not what I mean. Like, I don't emotionally, like, in personality wise, I don't know. I got no idea what's going on in his head. I can't read this guy. I'm not expecting like a full monologue every time he's on screen, but goddamn, like, some people would say that's the point. He's mysterious. He, like, you know, he's supposed to be like very quiet, but there's like a lot of times where, like, I mean, we could at least show him with some emotion. He doesn't have to speak, but show him with some emotion, kind of like with Giorno in part 5. He's kind of like a Sasuke type of character where he's very introverted. A lot of his character is very internal, but he has a lot of physical body reactions. Like in the manga, this isn't shown in the anime, but in the manga, Giorno is shown trembling in a lot of scenes. It shows that he is scared, but he's very good at keeping a poker face. Kishimoto said that Sasuke was introduced as a rival character in the beginning. He also wanted the manga to end with Sasuke and Naruto fighting as a rival. Kobayashi comments that this conclusive bout has been a long time coming and that it has been a long time since Sasuke had first left the village. Kishimoto agrees and says that after writing his leaving arc, and I'm assuming this means in part 1, he was a bit frustrated because he didn't know what to do with him anymore. But he said he could also understand Sasuke's actions after leaving the village in some ways, and Kobayashi agrees. Kishimoto said he wanted the audience to understand Sasuke's point of view and wrote the story so he could push the idea. Kishimoto also explains that there were times where his editor told him he hasn't properly captured Sasuke's facial expression to show his character. Oh my god. So I guess it wasn't just with the anime, it was with Kishimoto himself. Like it's just, he could have did better with showcasing how what Sasuke was feeling. Sometimes had to be drawn many times. He said that both he and Sakura were always a pain to draw. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And when it comes to like Shonen Jump, you know, their editors hold a lot of power over a lot of shit, right? Like that's the reason we even got Cell, how he was in Dragon Ball, because of like Toriyama's editors and shit. So yeah, even visually, panel to panel, nobody could figure out what the fuck Sasuke was even feeling or thinking. The very few scenes where he's actually showing emotion is so fucking powerful. It was a cool scene. Like when we see Sasuke smile for the first time, he admits he lost. Like it was great, right? It was like a culmination of everything that, like, I felt like we kind of viewed the scene at first with rose-tinted glass because we grew up with these characters and we're seeing how far they've come, and we know this is the end of it. Like we know that everything built up to this point, right? Yeah, it should be powerful, and on paper it is powerful, but think about everything that came before it. This man tried to kill Sakura multiple times, a woman who did nothing but love him. Like to be honest, it made no fucking sense why she still liked his ass. It made absolutely no sense. He attacked the 5 Kage Summit. He was literally about to let the entire world burn. Like, but Naruto punches him enough times and suddenly he's redeemed. Like this classic shonen, guys. I was like, man, is this a redemption arc, or did they just get tired of fighting this nigga? Here's the thing, I can only criticize Kishimoto so much because this motherfucker was sleeping 3 hours a day, 15 years. In a week, he spent 57% of his total time drawing, 27% planning, and he only had 14% of his time for sleeping in personal space. Man, I would have off myself. Like, I don't know how any human being is supposed to work with that schedule. And the fact that he made Naruto as big as it was, it's a very big achievement that he was able to make Naruto as big as it was. Like, honestly, with if he was just able to have the time to write this shit, it probably would have been better. Because in the one shots that he makes, it's great. Like that one story that he made with Kushina and Minato, that was really good. And it just sucks because like he just couldn't stick the landing because like the Shonen Jump just wouldn't let him breathe. So yeah, I kind of hate Sasuke. And I understand, like this is it's a very legitimate reason to hate Sasuke. I really hate the actions he makes. I really hate the decisions he makes in the story. I feel like he shouldn't have gotten any leeway towards the end. I feel like he probably should have died at the end, to be honest, or at least like serve some time in prison or jail or something, bro. Like I feel like giving him a redemption arc in the end, despite how far he went to destroy everything, I don't know if I agree with it. Listen, none of this is to say that Naruto has bad writing or that Sasuke is a bad character, because if I were saying that, I would be lying. I'll be lying to you, to be honest. Just that the result that we got, and it still ended up pretty okay, just not something that I like personally. These problems that I've been explaining to you guys through this whole video are it's the result of a writer making it up week by week under pressure, using shock value to buy time and like aura farming just to like bring the viewers back. And that's just how weekly manga works. Like that's just how it goes. So I want to know what you guys think. I want to see some likes, I want to see some dislikes, I want to see some comments down in the comment section below. Let me know if I sound like a dumbass, right? I want to know what you guys think about the character of Sasuke, Kishimoto, and just how the run was in Shonen Jump. If I can get some mid-20s guys who watched Naruto as it was running, that would be great. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.